I want to end with this argument, because some of you may have be asking yourself about this. So premillennialists argue that what we just read, that the sixth seal cannot be about when Jerusalem was destroyed in AD 70, because they say that had already happened when John has this vision, okay? And the reason they believe that, and it could be true, because we know that John was imprisoned on the island of Patmos during the Roman Emperor Domitian. And so that would have had to be between AD 81 and 96. So that was definitely, 11 years after Jerusalem was destroyed. Okay, so I have several different arguments refuting that. Okay, so first of all, we also have several very reliable sources that say Paul was also on the island of Patmos during Nero. So that would have been between AD 54 and 68, before Rome attacked Israel and destroyed the temple. Okay, there is another very reliable source that says that John was actually on the island of Patmos during Claudius as well. And that would have been even earlier, AD 41 to 54, just a mere 11 years after Jesus ascended back to heaven. So it is possible that John was on the island of Patmos multiple times. That would not have been unusual. During this time, there was great persecution of the Christians, and they were repeatedly imprisoned. So that could be. So John could have had this experience, this vision, and written all of this at any of these times. However, I don't think that even matters. Because remember, Jesus told him, I want you to write down these things that you have seen, and the things that are, and the things that will happen after these things. Okay? So the things that he has seen, if he's writing about this and having this vision here during Domitian, well, then he saw what happened to Jerusalem in AD 70. Okay? So that doesn't negate the fact that this sixth seal could be talking about when the temple in Jerusalem was destroyed. Okay, you following me? Does that make sense? Okay, so it doesn't require it to still be something in the future from when John had this vision. Okay, because Jesus told him, write down the things you have seen, write down the things that are. So it can be something that is happening right at that same time. Okay, if he was there during Nero. The other thing is that even if Paul was writing about this during Domitian, even there still was another great persecution coming and a great destruction that was getting ready to happen in Jerusalem. In AD 131, there was a Jewish uprising, and the Romans came in and squashed the rest of the Jews. It was even more bloody and terrible than what happened in AD 70. And that was in AD 131. So that would have been after John died. So anyway, so there's all kinds of arguments against what the premillennialists say about, well, the sixth seal cannot be about Jerusalem and the temple. So, but I believe that's exactly what that sixth seal is talking about. Because remember, the significance of what is happening when Jesus is breaking these seals, because the old covenant is over. Okay, does that make sense? What do you guys think about this? Is this crazy or what?